Hello, my name is Michael. This is my project for my EGN 3420 class. For this project, we had to do a delta Y network conversion. We were asked whether it is a delta or Y network, as well as typing in the values, and then making the conversion whether from delta to Y or Y to delta, and then prompting the user for repetition of the process. Okay, so for starters, right here, just in case if someone got lazy on whether or not they want to capitalize or not, they don't have to worry about that. So I incorporated .capitalize just in case they put it all in lowercase so they didn't get any error messages. Just spelling it wrong would get the error message pretty much. If you have like the E in delta, then it'll say, basically down here it also says please retype your choice. But so here I did if-else statements from this input that I chose. It is asking, is it a delta or Y network? And then so pretty much if it is a delta network, then it will print out a message saying this is a delta network. So I will run this here. Is it a delta network or a delta or Y network? It says delta. This is a delta network. Just to clarify that I want to convert it, I asked, do you wish to convert the following from delta to Y network? And I say yes. Then going down here, so if yes, then I will pretty much do these three, inputting the values, inputting the real numbers, and then the imaginary, and then the complex numbers. It'll print it out, or it'll convert it to complex from those integers, and then down here it prints it out back into a string. These parts are the string, and then this is the integer, but in order to print it out, I have to convert it back to a string, which was fairly simple and straightforward. But down here, basically in this terminal, I will pretty much, what is your real numbers? I'll input a value and press enter. 4, 1, 4. So now it is obviously printing out what your Z values are of 1, 2, and 3, and then it'll say this is your Y network, and then it will print it out, your Y network right below it for ZA, ZB, and ZC, and it's all still in complex numbers. And then the fourth part of it is prompt the user for the repetition of the process. So down on the bottom here, I asked, do you wish to repeat the process, yes or no, which would be here. So pretty much I could, instead of, and I obviously incorporated the .capitalize again. So basically if I said a lowercase y there, it would still work because it would convert that y into a capital for the problem. And then, so pretty much it'll restart from the beginning again and determine whether is it a delta or y. This time I'll do it as a Y network. And yes, I do want to convert it from Y to delta, which would be exactly the same thing. So pretty much instead of the if choice is delta, now else if is a little bit different. And instead of else if, as in like C language, it is elif, but then I'll do the choice Y, and it's basically the same thing. The only thing that's different is instead of it being Z1, Z2, and Z3, it will be ZA, ZB, and ZC, and then you're going to convert that to Z1, Z2, and Z3 to be your delta network. So I'll use the same numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, and then obviously it prints out what your ZA, ZB, and ZC are going to be for that Y network. And down here would be it converting to the delta network. And I had an option here where do you wish to repeat the process. If I say no, thank you, have a nice day, and then it'll clear out the program. if indeed it made an error or something, it would. I also included having it please start over or please retype your choice. However, it's fairly simple to not mess it up, but that's about it.